What's going on, y'all? It's Das, and I'm bringing you this little video to give my opinions and my impressions of the Sony press conference that just happened on the 20th of February. They unveiled the PlayStation 4. Finally, we got some confirmation that the PlayStation 4 is coming out. They gave us a time frame. It's coming out later this year in the holiday season, but didn't give us an exact date. And that's kind of going to be the theme of this little video that I'm doing right here, is that they gave us some information, but they didn't give us a lot of information. They didn't give us all the information that we kind of wanted. And my opinion of the PlayStation 4 before the press conference and after the press conference has not changed whatsoever. There's a lot of things that they did not tell us that I wanted to hear. A lot of questions that I had were not answered by this press conference, and it has not increased my want of a PlayStation 4, and it definitely has not made me say to myself, I gotta get to day one. So let me just go over the things that we did see, with the things that I did see in this press conference, and just give a couple of opinions on what I saw. First thing that I noticed is that we didn't even see the PlayStation 4 console itself. They gave us a display of the controller, the DualShock 4, but we didn't get the PlayStation 4 console. That was really peculiar to me. I thought they'd probably open up with that. You know, they come in from a black room and then spotlight straight on the PlayStation 4 and everybody cheers. That's how I thought. That's probably how I would have done it if I was in their shoes, but it is what it is. I mentioned the DualShock 4. I was petrified as to what I thought it was actually going to be. I saw so many different little leaked, quote-unquote, leaked images. And the DualShock 4, in my opinion, is not as bad as I previously anticipated. I thought it was going to be terrible. I saw so many images of a big-ass touchscreen on top of the controller, but what we actually are getting is pretty damn good. Now, it does have a touchpad. And I'm not a fan of the gimmicky bullshit. I don't need a touchpad on my controller. I just want that triangle, that circle, that square, and that cross. I want my D-pad not to be connected. I want my two analog sticks in the middle of the damn handles. I want my R2, L2, L1, R2. You know what the hell I'm trying to say. That's what I want. I don't want no damn touchpad, but we do have a touchpad that I think is similar to the PlayStation Vita. That's what they said. I don't have a Vita, so I wouldn't even know. But speaking of the analog sticks, they have switched the analog sticks around. The analog sticks are in the same position. It's not like the Xbox controller, which is damn good in my opinion. Damn good. Now, instead of the old analog sticks, the new controller have like little rims around the edges. It should be easier for you to play games and not have your thumbs slip off the analog sticks. So I think that's a great improvement to the DualShock 4. And I also heard them say that they have like a little speaker underneath the touchscreen. I don't even know what that's for. They didn't even mention it. It might be a microphone. It might be, I don't know what it's gonna be. But like I said, man, that's gonna be a theme of this little quote-unquote review video, is that they didn't give us enough information on it. Also, they've got a share button, on top of the controller. Now, with the share button, when you're playing the game, you can hit that share button and it'll share a whole lot of whatever you're doing in game. Let's say you're playing a game, playing Uncharted, you hit that share button, it'll start broadcasting what you're doing in real time to each and every one of your friends who are on your friends list. And not only are they going to, it's almost like live streaming, that you can live stream what you're doing in real time to the people on your friends list. Not only can you do that, I thought that was pretty impressive, but not only can you do that, you can also give control of your game. If you were just playing, let's say I'm playing Uncharted and I'm getting my ass whipped and I can't finish, it's frustrating me, I can give the control of my game on my system over to one of the friends who are playing on a different PlayStation, and they can finish the fight for me. I thought that was huge. I've never heard anything like that before. I thought that was pretty damn good, and I was really impressed by it. They also changed up the triggers from the little shot that they gave us through the meeting. I noticed that they changed the R2 triggers. I don't think they're gonna be as resistant as they are. I'm picking up my PS3 controller right now. The PS3 controllers, I mean, it's all right. The L2, R2, it's all right. But I seen that the way that they changed the triggers on the DualShock 4, and it's a little bit better. It's, you know, it's not gonna have your fingers slipping off when, you know, you have your little fingers sweat and you going crazy. You into your little game mode. You're not gonna be slipping off the controllers like you would with the 6-axis or the DualShock 3. I noticed that they made that little change right there. They also had like a move light, like something for the DualShock 4 to be able to be PlayStation Move compatible, so that you can see the position of the players into the room. It's gonna be a whole lot of like gimmicky stuff like that. I wasn't really paying attention to it because I kind of, you know, toned out. But it also, one thing that they said, that the controller is gonna have a less latency and better rumble. I always turn off my my vibration function anyway, so that's not gonna really make any much of a difference to me. I'm pretty happy about the news of the DualShock 4. It's looking good at this point right here, right now. But the PlayStation 4 console, like I said, we didn't get to see, but they gave us some information on the power of the PS4, and they said it's almost like a PC with what do they call it? x86 CPU architecture. I don't know what the fuck that means. An enhanced PC GPU, and what do they say? 8 gigabytes of system memory. They're also going to have like a way that you can power the system into a low power mode, almost like a sleeping mode for the PC. So I mean, they just got a lot of good features with the PlayStation 4. And going with the good features that they do have with the PlayStation 4, they also said that digital games can be played as they download in the background, which is amazing, because I remember I have some good internet, but you got you know a lot of people don't have that, and it's like they're waiting hours and hours on end for a game to download. Now you can just play the first 20 minutes while the first couple of gigs download, and you're playing through the game, and the rest of the game downloads. That's going to be a damn good feature. And one thing I did notice, that they showed a PlayStation profile, and it had their PlayStation, like the regular anonymous username, but it also had a real name on top of it, and like the real name was really big and the username was really kind of small. I'm not liking the whole social networking thing that they're kind of pushing down our throats. I don't want that. I just don't want it. Another thing I don't want is the fact that the PlayStation 4 isn't going to be backwards compatible. I remember the guy made the announcement that the PlayStation 4 won't be able to play the PlayStation 3 games, and I looked over at my PlayStation 3 collection and I said verbatim, word for word, God fucking damn it. I was disgusted at the fact that you're not going to be able to play your PS3 discs in your PlayStation 4. Now I know that they did say that there was going to be some cloud storage service, but again, they didn't have enough information about that service, and they're making a press conference about their new system. They should at least have some information about services that they're going to have, but they didn't have any information how we're going to be able to play these PlayStation 3 games. But they did show a couple of games after that. Games weren't all amazing except for one. I wasn't really excited. They showed Killzone Shadowfall. The graphics on Killzone were amazing, but it's just another first-person shooter, man. To me, I'm kind of tired myself of first-person shooters, so it was a great-looking game graphically. It was great graphically. The graphics were amazing. It's next generation. It's true next generation. You can see the definite leap in graphics from Killzone 3 to Killzone Shadowfall, but that's not enough to get me interested. Then they showed another game of some type of indie game. What was it called? It's called Witness. It was a trailer about a puzzle game with a lot of color. It was a really colorful puzzle style game. They also showed, what do you call this guy? Sucker Punch's Infamous. The new Infamous is called Second Son. It's got a lot of heavy themes of surveillance, but they didn't show too much of it. Like, they showed like a little bit of it. This is a new protagonist. I know it's not Cole McGrath, but they didn't show us a lot. They didn't give us a lot of information. And then Capcom and then Square Enix came on, did some bullshit. I wasn't really paying attention. And then fucking Watch Dogs was on. Ubisoft showed a new gameplay trailer of Watch Dogs, and it was just amazing. All the things that they were doing, and I cannot wait for Watch Dogs. I think it's releasing on PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. I don't know who would buy it on PlayStation 3, but yeah, I cannot wait for Watch Dogs. Blizzard came on. They're bringing Diablo 3 to PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4. I don't know why they're making PlayStation 3 games, but it is what it is. And then Activision and Bungie are bringing their Destiny project to PS3 and the PS4. I mean, we got some news on games other than Watch Dogs. Not really much that I'm personally interested in seeing. Yeah, that's it. Like, there's a lot of information that I wanted to get from this press conference that I really didn't get. Like I said before, we didn't even see what the console looked like. We didn't get a price tag for this console. We know that it's coming out in holiday season. at least let us start saving up some money. Can we know how much debt we're going to be in Sony? Can we at least get that little bit of information? I mean, goddamn, they didn't let us know if the PlayStation Network is going to be free still, if it's still going to be a free system, or do we have to pay like you do on Xbox Live? They didn't let us know about that information. They didn't give us any information on the trophy system. Will they reset us back to 0 trophies for the PlayStation 4? Will it carry over with the PlayStation 3? How will PS4 and the PS3 trophies and the Vita trophies be worked on a single PSN profile? They gave us no information on that. They didn't give us any information on the PlayStation Store. Will it be updated? Will it be the same region-locked mess that it is right now? You got the North American stores. I know everybody in the Europe store bitches all the time about how they don't get everything that the North American and the Asian users get. Will we get a universal PS store? That's something I like to see. And we didn't get information that they might be locking out the used games. I know there was a rumor back that Sony had got a patent for some technology that would block out used games. They didn't address the fact that they might be blocking out used games. They didn't address that at all. And they didn't address the fact that to use the system, would it have to be online only or not? They didn't address a lot of things. A lot of questions that I had didn't get any answers. So I'm just gonna be looking forward a lot to the coming months, especially on our road to E3. We definitely need some more information from Sony about the PlayStation 4. Can we at least see the motherfucking console before we think about going out to get it? And like I said before, there's nothing about this press conference that I saw that made me want the PlayStation day one. I've not changed my opinion on the PlayStation 4. I'm pretty indifferent towards it right now. It's got some good features, but there's a lot of unknowns to it, so I'm not ready to buy it day one. And that's just my opinion on what I saw from this press conference. Hopefully we'll get some more information pretty soon, at least by the time E3 comes out. And I'm very interested to see what Microsoft is going to do in response to Sony kind of taking the lead in the next generation battle. I'm looking at Microsoft too. I've never owned an Xbox, but if they can just give me something that Sony can't, hell, I'll switch over. I mean, it's all about me, man. I don't give a fuck. I'm not loyal to a damn company. Give me something better, I'm going on to your side. I want to see what Microsoft has to offer. I want to see what Sony has to offer. I want to see what the next generation has to offer. Anyway, that's my opinion on this whole press conference Sony just gave yesterday. I don't know when I'm gonna upload this. I'll probably upload it on Thursday. The conference was on Wednesday the 20th, so I'll probably upload this tomorrow. I'm recording it just after the press conference ended. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Are you excited for the PlayStation 4? Are you interested in the PlayStation 4? Do you give a rat's ass about the PlayStation 4? Right now, I don't. They haven't given me a reason to. I want a reason to. I want a PlayStation 4. Give me a reason. I have money. I'm ready to spend it. I'm sick of spending it on fried chicken and watermelon all the damn time. I want to spend it on some damn games. God damn it. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think, and I will see y'all in the next one.